Okay, what I'm going to cover in this video is pacing and timing. Now the timing I can explain through pictures, okay? But pacing, what you need to do is find a 100-meter stretch. You can find that on the computer and I'll show you how to do that. And when you've got your 100-meter stretch, you pace between one end and the other and count on every other foot, and whatever the number is, that's your pace per 100 meters. Mine is 65, okay, but everybody's going to be different. So the reason it's good to know your pace per 100 meters is just in case you're going along the mountain hill, you know, along the track and in the hills and whatever, and the bad weather comes down and visibility reduces to not a very good visibility. So it's good to go in the right direction, but it's even better to know when you're going to hit your objective as well. You don't want to go past it. So you use pacing when the weather gets bad and the visibility gets bad, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up towards Corn D, and just before Corn D, that's in the Brecon Beacons now, there's another 100-meter stretch I found, and it's on an uphill slope, okay? So what I'm going to do is find out my pace within the 100 meters on an uphill slope. And also I know another one further along. It's on the flat, but it's on a faint trail, okay? So I'm going to do that and just to show you how to do the pacing and all that, like. So let's go and have a look. Let's see what let's find out what happens. Right, I'm just about 100 meters from the T-junction to go to Corn D. Now I've just come off the track because there's just a string of people going up and down to Pen y Fan. So the start point is just behind me, and then I'll do me pacing then, and it's an uphill stretch. Let's see what it is. Okay, there's a little bit of a clearing, so that's where Corn D is. I'm only about 100 meters away roughly, and then I'm starting from this corner and I'm going up there, and then I'll hit another track up there 100 meters away. So before anybody comes, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 74 and a half. Call it 75. Oh. So there you go, it does change. On the flat is 65. On an uphill stretch is 75. So I'm going in that direction now. Corn D and Pen y Fan's behind me. So let's get to the next one. If you notice, I'm in the mist. Now if you're going on a long trail that's a bit monotonous, say, there's no sort of telltale signs of when to stop, turn round or turn left or right, whatever you want to do. This is when you want to do pacing, when visibility is not as good as this, but when it's worse. So so that's what it's all about. You don't do pacing all the time, obviously.
See where the grass is bending over? That's from the wind, that is. Now if you know the wind direction, you can navigate by the grass. Yes, you can. This is serious. You could do it. Same with snow as well. Yeah, if you know where the wind's blowing, which direction the wind is blowing, and that you see grass sort of bending over like that, then that grass is pointing to where the wind is blowing. You know, the grass, I know they were reeds, but yeah, grass, use grass as well, but the grass has got to be like a foot long or more, really. Yeah, you know, so if it's short, it's no good. But yeah, but it doesn't work on roads, okay? The grass points in the direction of the car it's going. All right, it doesn't work on the road. You'll have to use the signs, you know, the ones on the highway code type signs. Okay, so there you are, a little bit of information. It's just observations from doing a lot of dirt time, a lot of walking, and you won't find that in any survival books either. So there you go. You can navigate using the grass if you know which way the wind is blowing, and it's got to be sort of fairly strong wind as well, and constant. Okay, we're nearly there. I've come to this point where the trail goes down really steeply, and you've got this fence post here, a little sign there, and what I'm going to do from here, because the start of this little 100-meter stretch is difficult to find. It's a very faint track. I think it might be a little track for the farmer's quad bike or something. You can see it off Google Maps when you're on satellite, but it's a bit more fainter when you're out here. So from this point, I'm going to go up there, and there's a trig point just over there, and then I'm going to turn right, and I'll sort of end up over there somewhere. In fact, the trig point is about over there actually, but the trail, it goes off. So I'm going to do that now, just to get you to it. I'll put a grid reference of all the starts of all the 100-meter stretches as well. So so I'll do that. Let's just get there, and I'll do the pacing again. Right, yeah. Yeah, I can see it now. It's in that direction, not far. Right, I'll put the name of the trig point as well. It's got a name. I'll put that on the screen. So there it is. Trig pillar 642. There you are. Right, from there I'm going to turn back on myself and turn right and go that way. We've just come from over there, and now I'm going to go this way. Okay. It's not far. It's around about 100 meters anyway, but I have measured it, and it's not. It's clear. It's similar to It's close on 100 meters, but it isn't 100 meters. All right. So that's how far you're going from the trig point to the start of the pace. Now, I've just come across a little bit of a bog, and there's a fork in the road. A fork in the track. I don't know whether you can see that. There's one there and one there. I'm going to take the right hand one after I've got around this. Oh, there you are. You might see it a bit better now. See that little fork? Darker marks. There's one there, and there's one going up there. I'm taking that one. Nearly there, not far. Right, we're here. There's the track. See the lighter bit of grass going along? It's a bit like a quad bike track, if you like.
and I've just come from this. That fence I showed you is just over there where them people are coming up now, and there's a track just coming here. Look, there's a track, so there is a track coming straight to it, but if you can't find it, you could go up to the trig point and come across. So there you go, from this track, and the fence is just over there. You probably can't see it. I would, yeah, okay, right, I'm going to start the pace now. So there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Okay. 64. I'll call it 65, innit? Flipping heck. Same as down in the car park. Right, it's difficult to see, but what I've come to is a little fork again in the track. Is the one I was walking on is there. It's very difficult to see, but the other one is just there, going across there, and there's a little pile of stones, and the path I can walk down is just by there. Okay, so I'll get closer to them pile of stones. This gives you an idea. You could, if you've spotted these pile of stones and it's the right pile, then you could start from this end and work the other way. So there you go, there's the track, and there's the pile of stones. So there you go. Call it 65. Right, I'm 65 paces in 100 meters. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that now. Get back to the car park, well, just before the car park, and I'll give you an introduction to using stones or beads, ranger beads, or pacing beads. Yeah, you can use pacing beads or ranger beads, they're the same thing, different names, and or stones in your pocket, 9 stones in your pocket, to remember how many kilometers you've done, or whatever, you know, just as a reminder. I'll explain that when I get back to near the car park anyway. It's got a bit miserable. Misty and rain and cold. Okay, I'm back at the car park now. It's pissing down with rain, so all I'm going to do is explain the stones and the ranger beads. If you say you go in a couple of kilometers, 2 kilometers, and what you want is 9 little stones in your pocket on one of the sides, say your trousers pocket, and you do your pacing per 100 meters, and then get a stone and put it in the other pocket. You do that 9 times, and then you do another 100 meters, and that equals 1 kilometer. And then you do the same again and put the stones back from where they come from. Okay, and because it's pissing down, I got some ranger beads in my rucksack, but I'm not going to get them out. I'll put a picture on instead. That'll be easier for me. Okay, right now for how to find 100 meters on a computer, and the timing. Okay, that's next. And you've got the ranger beads just hanging off the strap there on the right hand side of the screen, and all it consists of is a bit of paracord that's bent back with a knot at the end, and you got a set of 9 beads and a set of 4 beads. And the 4 beads records the kilometers you've done, and the 9 beads, like the stones, record the 100 meters that you've done. And to find 100 meters, on the map. All you got to do is get yourself onto Google Maps on your tablet and then go onto satellite and zoom down to a place where you might think there's a 100-meter stretch. Then tap on the screen and you get a little red tier there, and then you get a drop chart as well. And on the drop chart it'll say at the top there, it'll say measure distance. Tap onto that and the little red tier will turn into a white dot. And then scroll along till you think you've got a place that's 100 meters. Now it'll be recorded in yards, as you may see on the bottom left hand side there. So what you need to do is convert the yards into meters. And as you can see, 100 meters is just over 109 yards. So when you do your measurements, about 109, between 109 and 110 will be okay, I think. And now for the timing. Now what you've got in front of you is the naismiths chart, or the naismith rule, okay? And along the top you've got the numbers there which represents the speed in kilometers you may walk. 4 kilometers is normally the normal sort of speed for an average person. And along the left hand column there is the distance in meters. So say your average speed is 4 kilometers an hour along the flat, and you're going to go 500 meters, or half a kilometer if you like. You're going to take 7 minutes 30 seconds. And if you're going uphill and the contours are at 10-meter intervals, then you add 1 minute for every 10 meters of ascent and 5 minutes for every 50 meters of ascent, and so on. But the easiest way to remember it is 1 minute for 1 contour, 5 minutes for 5 contours, 10 minutes for 10 contours, and 30 minutes for 30 contours. And if you can't remember all that, just remember, just add on 1 minute for 1 contour line. And if you're going from here to here, which is 500 meters, that's going to take you 7 minutes 30. Plus the contour lines, there's 5, 10, 15, 20 contour lines. So that's 20 minutes plus 7 minutes 30, that's 27 minutes 30. And I'd just like to say the figures in meters above sea level, the top of the number is sort of on the uphill side, and every 5th contour line is slightly thicker than the others. That aids for you to count them easily. And if you go abroad, just so you know, the maps can be a little bit different. So I've got 2 French maps here, and now the one on the left, the contour lines are at 20-meter intervals, but the one on the right, the contour lines are at 10-meter intervals. And the one with the 20-meter interval contour lines, it gives the proper information on the side of the map, or the legend if you like. But the other one didn't really say much about the contour line, so what you need to do is open up your map and have a close look at the contours. And if you notice, between 750 and 800 meters above sea level, there's 5 contours. So that tells me that the contours are at 10-meter intervals. And also, when I first looked at this map, there was something wrong. I couldn't work it out. There's something a bit different. And it took me 10 seconds to work it out. And the numbers in meters above sea level, the top of the number is indicating downhill.